Hello, YouTube. Glasses aren't on. My fucking bad. Anyways, welcome to yet another podcast. Because I'm
Yes.
recording this. Because my dumbass forgot to hit record before the stream started. So
Yeah.
ended up losing 1.5 hours of footage, and there we go. Sitting and
Yeah.
recording all over again. Anyways, oh fuck. Never mind. I'll just go quickly set up the room behind me and come.
Yeah, sure. Uh,
Ignore that Morphy Richards box underneath, or that the ironing, the cloth ironing box. Ignore, please, guys, ignore things like this. You guys aren't kids anymore.
yes.
Anyways, my vlog recording is done. Oh, I slipped it out. What did I slip out? Fuck! We are vlogging! We are vlogging! And vlogs will be out soon as well. So, yeah, I hope you guys are ready for that. And if you guys are, make sure to do the typical things on YouTube. Drop like,
Yes.
comment on the videos, let me know about your ideas. Listen, hear out the stories completely, and then you can drop your opinion on the story in the chats. And also, if you have your own experiences, feel free to share it out. You can do it in the comment section if you're gutsy enough, and if you want to keep it anonymous, you can DM those stories to either me or Sharon on Instagram, and we will respect your anonymity.
Anonymous.
Keep the mic far, Sharon. Do not.
It's it's fallen down.
Yeah, whatever. So, we'll maintain your anonymity and respect that, and just share the story for people to have a good listen. Hear, watch. No, not watch. Hear, listen. You got it. So,
It's okay.
uh, I think with that being said, let's not waste any more time.
And
Let's
we'll dive right
dive
in.
right in and see you guys in the next frame. Yeah, there we go. What stories are we doing today? Yeah, you saved a few more. I see that.
Ignore that. Just go down to search and you will find.
Search and you will find Mama's boy somewhere in there. Where is it? Search and you will find. Yes, I found it.
Yeah. Yeah, before we start though, whatever deductions we make based on these stories,
Yeah,
it's
great.
only for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, it's a disclaimer, so you guys already know.
Yes.
We are not disrespecting anyone if the stories are fake. We don't know if the stories are real. We don't know. We are just doing it to entertain you guys and just putting our thoughts out there, just for
Yeah.
fun. And there could
No
be,
disrespect to anyone.
yeah, there could be graphic details. There could be details which can disturb you at times. I don't know if it is there right now. If it is there, it is there. If it isn't, I don't know. Good for you guys. But if you guys are weak gutted and do get affected by things like this, you guys can skip the video and go to something else.
Yes.
And so, yeah, with that being down, let's start the discussion.
Okay. So this one's titled Search and You Will Find.
I
So a
surely
little
did.
context. Yeah. So a little context. I was with my best friend and a friend at a farm hotel we used to go to. It's a very old place where strange things always happen. Even a worker with whom we talk a lot comments about it. Anyway, my best friend was all day joking about wanting something scary to happen. As we had the subject in mind, she and I agreed with this employee to scare our other friend. We would be in the main room at dawn, watching TV as usual, and she
Mm-hmm.
would start knocking on the doors and on the window, which is made of wood and faces the back, where there is only a little road and weeds.
Mm-hmm.
This room has three doors, one that leads to an apartment corridor, which was empty because we were practically alone in the hotel that weekend, one that leads to the reception, which was locked as it was already dawn, and to a staircase that has a gap that lets you see the living room, and another to the pavement that leads to the bedrooms. Night came.
Before you continue, Sharon, I am truly
Yeah.
fucking sorry for this annoying construction work going on around my house. I cannot help it. I did try reducing the noise as much as I could, but that's all I can do. I don't think I can do anything more than that. So yeah, please try to ignore that as long as you can. And let's continue. Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. So night came, and We were in the living room with our friend as planned. We
Mm-hmm.
exchanged some messages with this employee, and she said she would be there soon.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as she said that, the lamp that was on the table went out.
Mm-hmm.
We found it strange, but we decided to just ignore it. Moments later, a sound of nails scratching at the window began. Me and my best friend looked at each other, waiting for our friend's reaction. Even though the sound was repeated a few times, he didn't seem to care. So we sent a message to the employee asking her to go heavier.
Uh-huh.
She said she wasn't there yet. We thought she was
Okay,
joking.
wait. So you're telling the scratching which was heard on the doors wasn't their friend.
Mhm.
I mean, wasn't the
It
person who
wasn't
was in
the
on the prank.
employee. No,
Okay,
apparently. Yes,
okay.
that's what she said. We thought she was joking, but a while later, she arrived in the room and said she was going to sleep and wouldn't scare our friend anymore because she had a bad feeling. She's a spiritist and has a well developed spirituality. My friend made fun of us for trying to scare him, and we just kept watching TV with all the doors closed. My best friend played with it again, this time calling for spirits and daring them to appear.
Uh-huh.
At first, at first, nothing happened, but suddenly we heard a very loud sound, as if something
My
or
fucking
someone,
god.
yeah,
These people are annoying.
who?
The construction people. I mean, I cannot blame
Oh,
them. They're just doing their work. Can you hear
just
that
doing
shit?
their work. I can't really hear anything though, except for the thing going on near my place.
Then probably you're hearing the thing going. Never mind. It's okay. Let's just continue.
Never mind, let's just hear. My friend got up, had opened the doors,
Mm-hmm.
believing that we were making fun of him. There was no one in any of them. He and I tried to leave again, but my best friend wouldn't let us.
Why won't
She
he let?
started I have no idea.
Wait.
She started challenging.
Wait. Didn't they just mention their best friend was a girl?
Huh. Wait, give me a second.
Why is it so mixed up over here?
Wait. There are three people, right, in the farm hotel. The narrator,
Yeah.
the narrator's friend, and another friend.
Yeah.
So one of his friends is a guy. We know the narrator is a girl.
Okay.
There are probably two girls and a guy. I'm not sure why this thing keeps changing from she to he, but yeah, it is confusing.
Wait. The employee is a female.
The employee is a female, yes.
Uh, an employee has gone to sleep by now, and these are the friends in the room watching TV and getting spooked out about something.
Yes.
And the fact that two of the friends actually got up and tried to leave, and one of them goes like, sit the fuck down.
Exactly.
My fucking god. All right, continue.
Uh, yeah, so my best friend wouldn't let us. She started challenging the spirits, saying, "You weren't the badass, devil. Is that the best can you do? Oh, sorry, is that the best you can do?" I mean, yeah, challenge the whatever.
Uh-huh.
As soon as those words left her mouth, something happened that I still can't digest. A blue ball bounced down the stairs, through the stairwell, and into the living room. Our friend opened the reception door and ran upstairs, ready to kill the person
Wait,
who
something
was
didn't
trying
add
to.
up over there. Something didn't add up over there, my friend. They were in the room, right? They were watching TV,
They were in the room watching TV.
and a ball rolls down the stairs, which is outside their
Yep.
room technically.
Yep.
And they saw the ball. Like, and the doors were shut, right? Because they told windows and doors closed.
They did, but probably in order to check who was knocking, they opened the door and then left it right there and just sat and continued doing their shit.
All right.
And
Anyways,
then
just continue. I'm not gonna.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
hell!
let's
This
just
story is sounding fishy enough already. Yeah. Continue.
let's not jump. So our friend opened the reception door and ran upstairs, ready to kill the person who was trying to scare us.
Mm-hmm.
There was no one. The stairs lead to only one room, which was locked and unoccupied. Not to mention, it was impossible for a person to have managed to climb the rest of the stairs, open the room, enter, and lock so quickly without making any noise. We ran out, this time three of us.
I mean, yeah, it kind
We
of makes
spoke of
sense if there was a person who was doing all this, who was doing this to scare them, as in when
yeah,
he went to hide, I think he would have made a noise. What do you think?
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, this place is in the middle of the forest. Anything could be heard clearly. It's
like
if there
literally
was someone,
footsteps and
yeah,
unlocking and then shutting the door behind you, the door creaking. There are many things that go into the
yep,
picture.
yep. So,
And the
anyways,
fact.
we ran out.
Okay, fine.
Uh,
Continue. I'll do this later. I'm gonna keep this point boiling up inside me.
okay, we ran out. This time, the three of us. We woke up the employee and my friend's parents. After we explained what had happened, we held hands and began to pray.
Mm-hmm.
My friend's mother, who also has a very developed spirituality, started to behave strangely, leaning back and moving her eyes in a strange way, sort of rolling.
Mm-hmm.
We prayed even harder until everything calmed down. We asked her why she got that way, and she said something bad was there, but now it was gone. The
Okay.
employee said, "Go to sleep and forget about what had happened." I know the story isn't nearly as disturbing as most of the ones posted here, but I'm grateful that nothing worse happened. Okay, yeah, now you shoot.
The fact that this dude, whoever it was, girl or guy, ran upstairs to fucking whoop the dude or the
I
ghost.
know.
Trust me, if I was there in this dude's place, I would have booked it out of there. I would have been like, sayonara,
Exactly.
buddies. I will see you never again because I don't know if you will survive.
Exactly. I mean, you or I don't have the balls to go up and check what the fuck
Ain't
that is.
happening, boy. Ain't happening. I'm not risking my ass for shit
Nah.
like this.
I mean, if any of you guys are brave enough to do that, I mean, fine.
I
But
mean, kudos to
not
you,
as,
buddy.
yeah, kudos to you though.
Feel free to get killed.
What do you think about the story?
I don't know. This story just doesn't add up. I mean, again, like I said, no disrespect to the person who wrote the story. Good job.
Yeah,
Good story.
but
But yeah, it just doesn't add up in my
I
head.
find it.
For some
Yeah.
reason, it just feels made up, because first of all, the subject, the friend, keeps changing from a boy to a girl, then a girl to a boy, and then that description doesn't add up about how 1 second they are in the room and 1 second they are noticing a ball rolling down from the stairs into the
Yeah.
living area. Well, if it is something like an Airbnb, makes sense. It's like an apartment. It's like a proper flat. Not even a flat. It's like a proper villa, and then you live in this individual house, and then there are multiple stories, and makes sense. But he said clearly it's a building, isn't it?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So that also doesn't add up really well.
Yeah.
Sussy baka.
It is, but
I mean,
again,
good job. Good job with the story.
yeah.
Not throwing any shade on you. Let's see some comments. What's creator's name? Creator of the story. Fucking.
Maria.
Huh?
Yeah, let's
Anyways,
yeah.
people commented on this 3 days ago. Wow.
They did actually. And lesson learned: don't play with them spirits,
I mean,
even if it's unintentionally.
yeah.
Makes sense.
But on a
don't
second
play with
note,
anything.
like,
matter.
don't play with anything which you don't understand. Something,
comprehend, don't-
yeah, if you can't comprehend it or if you can't understand it, say sayonara to the thing and just walk away. You don't want to get killed.
It could even be a person who seems dangerous to you. Don't provoke them. Just
Exactly.
book out of there as soon as possible.
But on a second note, even if we do annoy the spirits and all, would they kill us or something? Like, I've never heard anything where spirits just kill people of... My god, is this guy an Indian?
When you scare people off, they might haunt them and scare them, but kill? Well, I don't know.
Well, I've... see, to that, I have heard cases, not personally, but I have read cases online wherein the person allegedly disappears, doesn't come back again anymore, or loses their mental sanity, which is technically somewhere related to kill, because the person isn't the person who you knew a few years or a few days back. So
the original one.
yeah. They rarely kill, because if they do, you would be a spirit too, and you could beat them up. Oh, good logic, my boy or girl. Cool night. And professional cut 358 says, don't mess around with the paranormal if you aren't prepared for the consequences. I do have questions though. How was your friend preventing you from leaving? See?
Yep.
You said twice she prevented you. See, again the sex changed. I have no fucking idea. She prevented you and your other friend from leaving. I don't see how she could prevent two adults from leaving. Doesn't make sense to me either. I mean, I'm with you on that, my man. I have no fucking idea. And to that, the creator of the story, fucking Maria OP has commented, there was only one door that we could go out of, and she stayed in front blocking our exit. Okay. Saying that we are supposed to wait for what was going to happen, and at the time of despair we just stayed. Okay.
I see.
Still doesn't add up in my head, but yeah.
Doesn't add up.
Okay.
I don't see why you would stop someone from leaving, but
even if you did stop someone, and if a situation is so dire,
Exactly.
I would fucking punch the friend and walk out. I'd be like, okay, hey, all right, you can die here. I have no uh, mood to die today. Not here, not at all. Give me just a second.
Profesh.
Give me just a
Yeah.
second. So, where did we leave?
Yeah.
I think we had to read the second comment from Professional Cut
Yeah.
358. He says, that was very cruel of her. I wouldn't consider her a friend after pulling that on you, not just once but twice.
Yep.
Hmm. I mean, if she was taking a revenge for uh, taking a revenge on her friends for trying to prank her, makes sense because that was
Yeah.
very cruel of them too. But anyways,
They,
fucking Maria says it was really cruel of her. Oh,
hmm. See, at the given situation, yes, it was.
but after a while, when everything started to get worse, we went
Okay.
to we went to try to leave again. She fell and left crying. She fell and left crying. Karma.
Arrived. Hmm. I mean, I can't make sense of this sentence, but I'm just guessing that when everything started to get worse and they wanted to try and leave again, uh, they just ran away, and finally she left them, and then she kept crying.
And then
So,
fucking Maria's friend, fucking Julia, says that day traumatized me. Never again.
are these people all fucking?
I mean, close knit community, I would say.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I've never had a similar situation in my life. I mean, I
No.
do. I have faced
Mm-hmm.
something that I can't explain. I wouldn't call it paranormal. I don't really believe in ghosts, but
Yeah.
something that I can't explain, or maybe it was just my imagination or just my mind fucking up with me because trust me, your mind is a motherfucker and he will fuck with you a lot.
Well, well, I will talk about something that
I
happened
mean,
to me.
you can go ahead
Uh,
and tell us, no problem.
yeah, although again, I cannot make any sense out of it, but I won't relate it to anything paranormal. I'll just
Sharon, you don't have to scream into the mic. You can talk at a normal voice
I am talking in a normal
because
voice.
it's getting too loud over here. It's literally redlining
Yeah,
even after -3 decibels.
your mom. Okay, so um, what was I saying?
You're talking about your experience.
Yeah, so for context, let me tell you that when you enter my house, the first thing you see is a hall. Okay, so obviously, think of the hall as a straight line. On the left side, the first room you'll get is my mom and granny's. The next room is mine, followed by a fridge, the washing machine, and then the washroom. So the washroom is at the extreme end of the hall on the left,
Uh-huh.
and on the right, the first thing you'll see is a sofa, and then a small bed, and then the kitchen. So the kitchen is on the extreme right end of the hall. So the washroom and the kitchen are on the opposite ends.
Okay, so it's a
Okay.
rectangle, and then the top right is the
Yes.
kitchen, and then top left is the washroom, and then sofa,
Yes.
bed, and then the dining table to the top.
Yep.
Uh,
And
yeah, the top of the rectangle is how the basic picture of the house looks like. Keep that in mind, and let's listen what she has to tell.
exactly. And so I have a dog. If all of you all if no one knows or hasn't heard her barking in the background before,
Mm-hmm.
and usually in the night we will bring her to the hall and let her sleep on the bed, which is
Hmm.
on the right side of the hall. And so whenever I leave my bedroom to go to the washroom or something like that to fill water or anything, the first thing I see as soon as I leave my bedroom is my dog. So I go, I talk to her, I cuddle with her for some time, go finish my work, come back again, talk to her, and then come back to my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
this is my routine. So now, this one night, okay, let me tell you another thing. We usually keep containers and snacks on the washing machine, which is like right next to the washroom.
Mm-hmm.
So just remember this. Now, one night, I wake up to my dog barking. My dog is Snow. So yeah, I wake up to Snow barking, and she wouldn't stop barking. So I usually go and I calm her down.
I
I
think you
talk to
told me
her
about this,
sometimes.
but I've forgotten about it. Anyways, continue. Yeah.
Yeah, so I calm her down. I start petting her. She usually calms down and she becomes quiet. She starts playing with me.
Mm-hmm.
So one night this happened. She started barking. So as usual, I got up. It was around 2:30, I'm guessing. I didn't see the time, but I'm guessing it was around that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I get up, I go, I try to calm her down, and she calms down. She's actually pretty alert for some reason. She's standing on all fours and she's looking towards something on the
Mm-hmm.
window. The window is uh, on the wall, like near in between the kitchen and the washroom. It's in the middle of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So she's looking at the window and she's barking. I assume she hears someone down. She hears some dog or she hears someone walking, and that's why she's barking. So I calm her down. She calms down. She goes back to sleep. I go to the washroom and I come back. As I'm entering the bedroom, I hear something fall. It sounds like a container. But since I'm right at the entrance of the
Mm.
bedroom, I peep. I don't fully leave my bedroom, but I just peep from my bedroom to see what fell down. And I can see the container has fallen. All right. It's at a distance from the washing machine. It's fallen in the middle of the room. Now, remember, there is no wind. There is there is literally no wind. There is nothing which could have made the container fall off. And given the location of where the container had fallen down,
Mm-hmm.
it most definitely looks like someone threw it from somewhere. And
Poltergeist
now,
OP.
yeah, I am standing there. I'm just standing. I'm just standing, and Snow is pretty startled. She's staring towards the washroom. I've told you a number of times that that place is cursed as hell because I face a lot over there. And
Jeez.
she's standing and she's looking at the container and she's looking towards the washroom. And then I go and I'm standing with her. I'm looking with her. I don't know what balls of steel I had at that point of time. I was just standing there waiting for something to come out from there, but yeah, nothing really did. So I just take the container, I keep it back on the washing machine. I pet Snow for a little more, and then I come back to my bedroom. I will not call it. I will not say it was a ghost or anything, but at the given the time it was and how it fell and where it fell, yeah, it kind of did spook me out. Not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, it would throw off anyone. Even I would probably shit my pants and go back to my room and obviously, take the container. Uh,
Yeah,
just take it and go back to my room and do nothing with it.
I
Because
have no idea what happened, but yeah.
if unexplained shit happens around me, I'm booking it out of there. I'm not staying there, as simple as that, because I cannot understand. I cannot comprehend what's going on. I don't want to mess around with it, so I'm out.
See,
Uh,
yeah, in that
I
case.
don't know if you remember the story. I guess I had told it to you a while back. Well, this story was somewhere towards the end of 2015, and this was when I was in 10th grade, and we
Uh-huh.
had gone on a school trip. I don't know how many of you guys know out there that there is a game called Charlie Charlie, the pencil game basically,
Ah, yes,
where
yeah,
like
yeah.
you place two pencils in a cross pattern on a paper and then you write yes, yes on two
Mm-hmm.
quadrants or like the two diagonal quarters and then no, no on the other two diagonal quarters
Yeah.
on a piece of paper, and then you ask the boy, allegedly the boy named Charlie, the ghost questions, and then he answers you with the help of yes or no. So you are obliged to ask questions which can be answered with yes or no. So now at this point of time, me and three of my other friends, we were traveling. We are in the train. We were traveling for our school trip, and at this point of time, we are sitting in one of the top berths. I don't know if you guys know what berth is. Top berth is basically the upper seat where a person can sleep. There are three berths: top, upper, middle, or lower. So we are sitting on the upper one. Suddenly, me and my friend get an idea of playing the game. So we pull out a paper, we write yes, yes, no, no, and stick two pencils on the paper and start asking random questions. Now, at this point of time, trust me, we are in a shaking train. It's moving.
A train does shake, yeah.
Yeah. So the yes or no's, no fucking idea. We asked him a few questions. I don't remember what exactly the questions were, but now the rule is before you can end the game, you need to ask Charlie if he's okay with you quitting the game and stopping the game there and going away. So you go ahead like, Charlie, can we stop playing? And if he tells yes, you can leave. If he tells no, you need to ask another question, and then you can ask leaving. I mean, you can ask his permission for leaving again. If he tells yes, you leave. If he tells no, you ask again. So that cycle repeats. You're getting a basic idea, right?
Yeah.
So at this point of time, we are playing, and mind you, we are not sitting on my seat. We are sitting in one of my other friend's seat, who's not playing with us. He's just sitting and minding his own business down over there. And then as we are playing, he walks up. It's around 9:30, 10, and it's pretty late in the trains at that point of time, especially in India. Indian trains, 9:30, 10. Oh, everyone is booking it to go sleep. So
True.
everyone is going, crashing, and this guy walks up. He's like, I'm feeling tired. Can you guys quickly leave my seat and go back to your seat or whatever, and just empty my seat? I need to sleep. The reason why we were sitting on his seat was because my seat, even I had an upper berth booked for me, but my upper berth was filled up with luggage. Few of them were mine, and few of them were my friends who were sitting and playing with me. So two of our people from the group leave the group, and they start emptying the seat. And now I don't know if you guys have traveled in an Indian railway system. If you have, guys, trust me, it sucks. If you need to like keep your luggage down, you just can't leave it out in the open without it being attended to, because
Yeah, you need to keep your eyes fixed on it.
yes, you need to keep your eyes fixed on it. And if you're going to sleep, trust me, you need to lock your shit, because if you don't lock your shit, kiss your luggage goodbye. You ain't gonna see that shit ever again. Yes, you ain't gonna see that shit ever again. So now these people go to the other seat. They are emptying the shit, and they called us too. They were like, hey, come on, lock your luggage. It's actually getting pretty late. You don't want to leave your luggage unattended. We can continue playing after that. So at that point of time, in the rush, we completely forgot to continue the game after, because we got down the upper berth. We went down, started locking our luggage, and now at this point we finished locking up everything, and now we are tired, because that was quite some heavy lifting. Luggage was quite heavy too. So we start feeling tired, and then two of my friends were in the other compartment, so they had to walk over there, and me and the other dude were in the current compartment. So those two left, and we stayed back, and at this point we are too tired. We just end up hitting the bed too. And if you did notice, we did not ask Charlie.
You did not
Yeah.
ask Charlie. Yes.
Now the trip was for 2 days. We finished everything. We finished the trip. They say the act of not asking Charlie to finish the game and walking away can get you bad luck and a curse. About which I was a little skeptical about, but I didn't care much because again, like, I mean, I was skeptical because I was pretty young back then and I was kind of a wimp. I wouldn't say people who believe are wimps, but I was a wimp. I still am at times. Uh, Although I don't believe in shit. Unexplained shit, unexplainable shit scares the shit out of me. Shit everywhere. So,
I understand.
yeah, as per that, I did not notice any kind of bad luck. Although I did end up getting hurt once from the ceiling fan on my elbow during the trip. Apart from that, there was nothing else. I did fall sick once because of the weather change, and then we came back home. And then this is just a random night, I guess 3 or 4 weeks after the trip was over and we were back at home. And I'm just trying to sleep. And at this point of time, I was sleeping in the hall because my room was literally infested with earthworms. They would climb up to your bed. That was even more freaky than getting freaked out by a ghost. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sleeping in the hall. I'm plugged in. Usually, whenever I listen to music, I just fall asleep. But for some reason, I couldn't fall asleep that night. And then at this point of time, while I'm lying down on the bed, my eyes open for a brief second. Not even a brief second, for a brief millisecond. And
Okay.
in this millisecond, the shit which I see, I died. My soul left my body, and I've never been alive ever since then. So I'm sleeping, and my room's door is right in front of me, in my line of sight.
Okay.
And it looks like something like a small kid with spider-like limbs, like arms and legs, rushing out of my room towards me.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
I freak out. I pull the blanket over my head. I'm like, nah, I don't want any shit out of this. I am out, and I just fall asleep and never wake up after that.
It could be your mind playing games on you again.
Could be my
because you're
mind.
alive, I
Could
mean.
be my mind. I'm not fixing on the fact that
Yeah.
yes, it was a fucking ghost. No, I do not do
Yeah.
that. But yeah, that was fucking freaky because that could have been my mind going like, all right, motherfucker, you are scared. Let me prank the shit out of you. And my
Yeah.
brain just fucks me up. So yeah, that was one of the experiences. There have been many other experiences. I will share with you guys as we go ahead with the episode.
Yeah.
Anyways, which story do we go to next?
My best friend dreamed about his actual death.
Okay.
Okay. My best friend and I would always talk about crazy dreams we had. Never thought much of it until he told me about one where he got hit by a car and died. We were about 15, 16 when he told me about the dream. We were into conspiracies, stuff like aliens, paranormal, lucid dreaming. So we talk about stuff like that a lot. And he died right before he would turn 20.
Okay.
He said he was riding a skateboard, wearing all black, when the car hit him and could see everyone at his funeral. He said his crush was at his funeral and laughed about it. He just kept going on about how it was so real, and it really shook me up until eventually I forgot about it. Then, a few years later, after I'd long forgotten about the dream he told me about, it happened for real. His crush was at his funeral. He did get hit by a car and die. He was wearing all black, like in the dream, and he was riding my skateboard. It was all true. I still don't know what to make of it all. Every single detail I remember from his dream came true, And I'm sure there are parts of it he told me that I don't remember. I felt crazy. I didn't tell anyone about it. I just don't know why or how he saw it happen in his dream. And think, what if he never told me about it? It just left me with so many questions. But I guess now I have proof, at least to myself, that our souls go on after we die. I just wish I knew why he experienced that dream and told me about it. Like there had to be some kind of reason. I just think about how I wouldn't believe this story if I hadn't experienced it for myself. Has anyone ever experienced anything similar? Now,
Hmm.
see,
See, this
I've had
is
dreams where, I mean, I don't remember most of my dreams, but like, yeah, I do have deja vus. Like when it actually happens IRL,
yeah,
then
yeah.
I come across a situation, I go like, wait, I've seen this somewhere. The exact same clothes or the exact same thing happening. So, yeah, I mean,
I mean,
I've had
I've had dreams, but not related to death. Come on, like, yeah, if I have a dream related to death, I'll never know if it was
if
actually
it is
there or not
true.
because I'm fucking
Exactly.
dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as it concerns to dreams which I have seen and those dreams happening IRL, yes, I've had many of those,
Mhm.
but most of them they are dumb ones. So yeah.
Yeah, and even if I did die in my dream, it would be due to some unexplainable shit that wouldn't even, that has no possibility of happening IRL. So,
I mean, I've had dreams
never really.
which wherein I have died and which is possible IRL. So I don't
Okay.
know. I mean, I've been shot to death in my dreams. Like I've been
Oh,
I've
wait.
been shot multiple times in the dream. Like once in my leg, once in my chest, once near my shoulder, and in the bum.
That's,
And trust me, I woke up with pain the next day. The bullet which hit my chest, that
Mhm.
that area was hurting like shit crazy. So yeah.
Really? I mean, yeah, I've had that too. Like I've been hit in my dream, probably my hand or my leg, and when I wake up, it actually hurts. I understand.
So yeah, I don't know. What about the comments in this? No comments? Oh, there are. There are.
Um,
There are. What's this? Glistening.
Glorificus.
My God.
Ah, never mind.
People like you trigger my dyslexia. I'm really sorry about your friend. I can't make sense of any of this stuff either. When I was in the middle, wait, what? When I was in the fucking hell, when
When
I
I
was
was
in
in
middle
middle
school,
school,
when I was in middle school, I had a dream. My crush hurt his leg and had to use crutches. The next day, he showed up to school with crutches. Fuck.
oh damn,
I mean,
okay.
I've never had dreams wherein I got injured and then like realized that that happened IRL as well. So yeah. Anyways, what does the rest of the comment say? The rest of the comment says, then a few
And
years ago, I had a dream of my friend from college dying. It was vivid enough that I woke up crying. Okay, probably
mhm,
must have been someone close then. I
yeah.
hadn't seen him or thought about him in a long time. A couple months later, he passed away. He
Oh
was
wow.
only 28, and it was very sudden heart attack.
But
Very sudden
damn.
heart attack. I think someone wrote his name down in the death note. No, I'm not making jokes on a dead person. Come on, I'm not being insensitive. May his soul rest in peace.
Yeah, may his soul rest in peace. But damn, I mean, I've never had stuff like this.
I mean,
But even if I did, I mean, I won't know until it actually happens. You know.
uh, I cannot read
Imagine
this user's name. This is too fucking. Oh, whatever it was.
this listening glorificus.
No, no, no. The person
Then
who created the I mean, the post. Okay, no. Fuck. It's Johnny B.
Johnny B.
It is too small over there. Come on,
Imagine,
I've got power, so yeah. I can't read
eh,
from this far.
like, imagine this dude's friend is actually, going skateboarding, and then he sees the car and then goes like, "Shit,
At
it,
that
it
point,
is
he's
now.
just like,
It is
okay.
time."
He just looks at the car, he looks down, he's on a skateboard, he looks on himself, he's wearing black, all black, and there we go. Bye-bye.
And the monkey from Lion King comes and goes like, "It is time."
Yes.
Uh,
Sorry for your loss. Wait, this is Express Radish
Radish.
1731. Sorry for your loss. The pre-knowing is real. My God, you. Although I'm not making fun of anyone. Come on, guys, do not be insensitive about it. I'm just having a tough time reading English, which is not common to me.
Okay.
The pre-knowing is real, although I've heard it more about knowing of someone. Sharon, can you go ahead and read it? I cannot do this.
Okay. The pre-knowing is real, although I've heard it more. Okay, I've heard about it more.
I've heard about knowing of someone else's death rather than their own. Okay. Their
Your
friend
friend was
was lucky he
lucky.
had you to share that info with. I would think it would be a comfort to. Fuck this
To you
comment.
as well,
Fuck
in
this
that
comment.
it would not be a voice. Oh my god. I'm just. I guess this person is just conveying their condolences.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just
Croak dreams
move
are
on.
crazy. I don't know what it means. Many of these things, many of these things I do not even understand. It looks like the actual Redditor has not commented anywhere in any of these comments.
Yeah, it does look like that.
Although it would really be good if they did. And many of the comments are pretty fresh, like yesterday's. I don't know if these came before the stream
When
or
was
whatever.
this posted? This was posted in 2008. I mean, people are constantly on Reddit, right? They keep reading stuff.
I mean,
So,
yeah, not only Reddit.
yeah,
Once it's on the social media or the internet, it's out
exactly.
there. So yeah.
Exactly.
All right. I think
Yeah.
What's the next story? I don't think I have anything else to talk about that.
Yeah, let's go to Discord. Yeah.
Discard.
Can you?
Yeah, I can, but I think we did another story yesterday.
Yeah, unfortunately, though it was the best story of yesterday, unfortunately, the post has been removed. And
Wait. I think I remember the story if I'm not wrong.
yeah, I remember it too. If you want, you can go ahead and say it.
It was the 5-year-old boy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess what happens in that story is there's this 5-year-old boy. I don't remember the username. I forgot to read that. There's a 5-year-old boy who's just having his fun time in the bedroom at night one day, and he's not able to sleep. He's sitting at the foot of his bed. I think that was what it was. And then
He's just playing with his toys.
yeah, he's
His
just playing with his
parents are
toys.
asleep.
And
When
then
all of a sudden,
he hears like pots and pans clanking in the kitchen. Now, trust me, if I was 5 years old, I wouldn't do shit. I wouldn't go anywhere. I would just sit in my room or just probably fall to my bed and cry till I die.
exactly.
Because I don't want to
And
mess around with shit like that. So he apparently he gets up, he goes to the kitchen, he checks out what's going on.
shall I? He checks out what's going on. Like, he goes and he turns on the light, and when he turns on the light, the sound stops. So he thinks nothing of it, turns off the light, comes back to his bedroom, and continues to play. And then again, he hears the clanking. So in the kitchen. So he goes to the kitchen again, turns on the light, and when he turns on the light, the sound stops. And this keeps happening for a few times uh, until he decided to, go to bed. Like it was getting late, so he decided to go to bed. While he was at the foot of his bed, getting on the bed, all of a sudden, apparently, a rubbish pile appeared in his room, like in the middle of his room. And now looking at this pile, this poor little guy is freaking out. He doesn't know what's happening, why this thing is here. But as he's trying to comprehend what's happening, a being enters his room with an apple in his hand, comes towards the rubbish pile. Now this being apparently is tall, has a football like shaped head, like the American football shaped head, and
Pale
he has
skin,
slits.
like
He's
Caucasian
thin.
skin, slits for
Yeah.
eyes, and thin.
Yes. And
And
he's eating an apple. He walks in the room, finishes eating the apple, throws it in the rubbish pile, and then walks out of the room. Meanwhile, this boy here is freaking out. He just doesn't know what happened and who is this, why is it happening. He's just freaking out. He's thinking this being is going to harm his brother and his mother, but uh, nothing happened, and finally the guy was able to fall asleep. And the next day, his mom comes and asks him why he was going on playing around with the light switch, turning it on and turning it off. So, based on this, the boy says that he knows it happened for real because his mom noticed the light being turned on and off, but she never really heard any clanking sound from the kitchen, so the guy is not sure about what happened. So, this was the story that we read yesterday.
and as soon as I heard the description of the dude, the
Oh, yeah.
first fucking image that came to my mind, also, trust me, it came to Sharon's mind as well, and that was a fucking
Yeah.
creepy ass
Coincidence. I
creepy ass moment
realized it.
in itself. The first fucking shit, believe me,
Yeah.
this fucking dude.
As soon as I read the description of the guy in my head, immediately I go like, Ryuk, is that you?
Because he's
And
the
then-
only dude who eats apple, and fucking Death Note is so iconic about the apple thing. So
Yeah.
the first thing that
Dude,
can
look at his face. It's shaped like an American football, and he has slits near
exactly
his eyes.
slit for his eyes. I mean, not exactly slit. His eyes are pretty bally, but yeah, they do have
Yeah.
black lining around it. And trust me,
Yeah.
when a 5-year-old kid sees an anime, or his brother watching anime, or his dad or mom, whoever, a 5-year-old kid, his brain is tender. This image is gonna get etched into his head like
Yeah.
anything else, but he will not remember the details that well. But he will
Ryuk
remember
looks
contrasty
creepy as
things.
he is.
What?
Ryuk looks creepy as he is.
Yeah.
But it can freak out any 5-year-old guy. or girl.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
contrast, things which hold contrast, like an apple, which is red, will remain in his head. Pale skin, which is contrasting with darkness, will remain in his head. So probably it could have been his head playing tricks with him again. Like I said, your brain can be a motherfucker and fuck you up real bad. Another situation for that. I hope the story was actually there though.
I know. It just got taken down for some reason.
But it's okay. We still made a good point with that.
Yep.
The real Ryuk. Look shit. Never mind.
Anyways, let's move to Discord.
Yeah. I hope you guys can see the story.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm presenting the screen to Sharon so that she can read it. Do not freak out. Okay.
Freak out, please. Okay, so give me a second though. So I live in Surat, and it is famous for its beach, which is like marked as one of the most haunted place in India. By the way, Surat is a city
A city
in
in
the state
Gujarat,
of Gujarat.
in India.
Yeah, which is
It's
in
towards
India.
the west side of India.
Yeah. So here we go with the story. My friend used to work as a delivery person, and he had a delivery there at Dumas beach, and it's like in the outskirts of the city. So
Mm-hmm.
he asked me for the company, and I went, and so everything went okay. The delivery was done, and then we went to the beach, and we just sit there for some time as the water kept coming and going away.
Mm-hmm.
It was getting dark, so we decided to return home. And I saw a doll near a tree, and I say to my friend that this doll is giving me major Annabelle vibes. And we laugh and we try to start the bike, but it doesn't. And then we try it again, and it does start. And as we reach the cement road, we decided to go from the highway road
Mm-hmm.
and went towards it, but there was crazy traffic. So we took the other road, which was pretty dark, and we started going, and our bike shows no petrol, even though our tank had recently been filled. And so I called my friend to come and torque the bike, but obviously it would take some time to come from the city.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So we
yeah,
kept moving.
usually tourist spots like this are away from the city, so it does take time.
Yeah, yeah. So we kept moving forward with the bike, and I again see the doll.
So at this point of time,
And
they're pushing the bike because the bike has stopped.
they're pushing the bike. Yep.
Okay.
So
That
I
is
again
creepy
see
enough
the
already
doll.
if they are on a dark road in the middle of the night,
True.
pushing the bike. Hoo-hoo. That is creepy.
And I again see the doll, and I make him look at it, and we fucking start to panic. And then,
Fuck. What the fuck am I
and
getting
then,
goosebumps?
so wait for it. And then my friend came, and to our surprise, he just came in 10 minutes. And when I ask him how did he come so fast, he says that he was nearby and he starts stalking our bike from behind.
Mm-hmm.
And then my phone rings, and I see it was my friend calling me, and I see behind no one was there, and I
Oh.
panicked.
I mean,
Before I could possibly register anything, we met with an accident, and all I know is that the next day I woke up in a hospital room with 20 stitches.
fuck man, why do these Indians are? Why are
Indians
these
really love.
Indians good with horror shit?
I have no idea.
Although, hands down, I'll hand it to Japanese and Arab people with portraying horror. Oh my god, you guys are
True,
fucking amazing with horror shit.
they do a good job.
Yeah. Telling stories, probably portraying horror through stories, I guess Indians, but yeah, portraying horror
Um,
through videos. Damn, you guys are on point. Anyways, oh
yeah,
my god, I'm still having chills thinking about it. I have no one behind me, right?
this is creepy. It is creepy. I don't want to turn around and I don't want anyone to come in the form of my friend, and I don't want to be talking to that person like I know them, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're gone.
Nope, nope,
What the hell is that?
nope. Keep me out of it. I think not exactly the same, but yeah, my dad had been through a similar situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to listen to it now, or do I hold my thoughts and tell it at
Shall
the end?
shall we finish both? Then you can
There are two
tell
more,
it.
right?
Yep.
Okay, we can finish the other two and then we can
Yeah.
tell all the other experiences together. All right,
Okay.
let's
So
go.
the next one. It's actually a very recent incident. I had joined this new company as a fresher, so I wasn't familiar with anyone there. My work shift ends at 8 p.m.,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes it stretches to around 9. Some office colleagues had jokingly told me about the spirits that are present in the office and
Mm-hmm.
told me not to stay till late night. I didn't pay much attention to their talks, and thought they're just trying to scare me. So one day, I had too much workload and I forgot to see the time. By the time I finished, it was 9 already. I was thinking of visiting my relatives, so I told my Mama Ji, basically uncle.
Yeah, Mama Ji means your mom's brother.
Yes. So I told my Mama Ji to come and pick me. He stays close by. I was waiting at the office reception. No one was there, and the workers had also left, and all the lights were off. Just then, I heard someone call my full name. It's weird because no one used to call me by my full name there.
What was his
I
full
was shit
name? Ram
scared.
Prakash Verma?
I have no idea. I was shit scared already, so I decided to go out on the road, but I just felt so weak I couldn't walk properly. Just then, in a flash, I saw an old man sitting on the couch, and he looked really pale. I was so scared that my hands completely froze, and I hurriedly dialed my Mamaji's number, only to find out it was not reachable. Just then, I heard some breathing and found that old man standing right next to me. I couldn't understand what to do as I was shit scared. He whispered in my ears in a faint voice, I am here and I will always be here. And then I felt a huge jerk in my chest and I collapsed. The next thing I remember, I was inside my Mamaji's car and he told me that he found me unconscious at my office reception. Next day, I told this to my office friends and they all laughed at me, thinking it's a joke. But I will never forget that I encountered something like this, which I still can't make sense of, if I'm being honest. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I'll hold my thoughts. Let's finish the other one. Let's finish all
Yeah,
of
okay.
it. I just hope I remember all my thoughts.
Right.
Anyways, rule number 1, do not mess with the things you don't know.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, the
So
next
I
one.
live in Surat. Fuck, my bad again, the same shit. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. This happened with my uncle and aunt a few months ago. They sold their old home and went to a flat to live for some months on rent as their new flat was under construction. They have a son of around 9 to 10 years of age. They settled in the flat after a few days and everything was normal. The neighbors were friendly and they used to talk about the surroundings and the people that lived there. Their son also used to go to the common garden to play every evening. Every day, he used to come back home and tell his mom that he played with many children. He always used to mention a girl who was around 5 years old, and he used to describe that she was wearing these colored clothes and she didn't talk much, and she came to play with us. One day, when my aunt was talking to a neighbor, she told that her son talks about this little girl too much. Then the neighbor aunt told the girl her son is talk the neighbor aunt told that the girl her son is talking about died a few years ago. She told the whole story that in the building on fifth floor there once lived this little girl's family, and one time while playing with a ball she accidentally fell from the balcony and died on the spot. The parents went to the hospital and never returned. After that incident, the girl's best friend started seeing her ghost. He was also 9 to 10 years old. He used to sleep on the terrace at night. He used to tell his mom that she is sitting on the water tank. Tell her to come down or she'll get hurt. His
Okay,
parents
this
went to a
9 to
temple.
10-year-old boy is the current friend of this dude's auntie's child and
No,
the
he
the girl.
okay. this guy who would see the girl sitting on the tank used to be the girl's best friend,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy they spoke about in the beginning was the narrator's aunt's son.
Okay. He's also 9 to 10
Yeah.
years old.
Yes.
And when did the girl die? Like, how many years ago? Or like, did they
5 years
mention it?
ago.
5 years ago.
Uh, Wait, no. They didn't mention that the girl was 5 years old. Sorry, they didn't mention how long ago it was, but yeah, it was just like there once lived this little girl's family, and she died well.
Okay. Okay,
Well,
fine. Continue.
yeah. His parents went to a temple and performed some puja. After that, the
Puja,
boy
by the
never
way,
saw
if you
that
guys
girl
didn't
again.
know, puja is basically exorcism. Exorcism, not exactly like worshipping is puja, but all in all, together, they put everything, like including worshipping, exorcism, into one single
Mm-hmm.
term as puja. So, yeah.
But from then onwards, other children started seeing the ghost of that girl, and children can see the blood stains on the very spot where she died. However, no adult could see the stains. Many people see the
Mhm.
girl many times playing with the ball, playing with the other children, and swinging, but she doesn't hurt anyone. She's just searching for her parents.
I mean, the ending is kind of sad.
It is sad. We don't know what happened to her parents. Um, they just went to the hospital and never returned.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
there has been a similar case in my distant relatives' place as well. Like, it's my dad's younger brother's wife's sister's child.
Mhm. Okay.
A huge thread, I know. But yeah, that's why I told distant relatives.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what happened was, I think their girl was also around 5 to 6 years. I guess in that span of 5 to 10 years, somewhere in between. I don't remember exactly. Or maybe 13 years
Yeah.
old. And she was just playing in the corridor, like the area outside your house. It's an apartment building, and then there's an area in front of the lobby area. She was playing in the lobby area
Mm. Okay.
of. Oh no, she wasn't 13 years. She wasn't 13 years old. She was somewhere around 5 to 10, and
Mm-hmm.
they lived on a 13th floor building, and she was playing around on the lobby.
Okay.
And then what happens is something happens, and then she slips out of the window kind of thing, and she falls down from the 13th floor and ends up obviously dead. And
Yeah.
this puts her mom through a severe shock, and
Mm-hmm.
my uncle also went through depression for a long amount of time. Like, they, up until like 2 to 3 years back, they were in the same condition, and they just snapped out of it.
Took so
And
long?
yeah, it took that long because I think that was their only child at that point of time.
Yeah,
And
understandable. Yeah.
this crap happens, come on, you know for a fact it hurts when
Yeah.
something happens to someone. It may be your child, your parents, your relatives. It does feel
True,
quite,
true.
it's pretty off-putting. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know where her parents went. Probably they were traumatized, and they went to a state of shock, and then just lost everything. They thought losing their daughter was losing the world. So,
Yeah. Could be.
and about the previous case, wherein the
Mm-hmm.
dude saw an apparition in the office. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The story just doesn't sit
Well,
right in my head.
no, see, like you've always said and have been saying since the beginning of this video that your mind can play tricks on you.
Yes,
Now, see, given the situation, his colleagues
fucked
scared
his
the shit
head
out
up
of him.
already.
Yep. Yeah.
That
And
was the
given the
point where he
situation,
lost his mind already. That was the point where he started panicking. Even if he didn't know he
exactly.
was panicking, his mind was making him panic at that point of time.
Yeah. and he's alone in the office. There's no one. Lights are off. Your mind is like, let's go.
But the fucking thing is,
Mm-hmm.
he's at the office alone.
Yeah.
First of all, you're not allowed to stay after work hours.
True.
Alone in an office space. And let's say for any reason, even if he was alone, why the fuck was the security guard?
Exactly. I mean,
That didn't quite sit right in my head. So I didn't
yeah.
speak much about that. But again, like I said, it's his mind playing tricks. Also, this could be
Mm-hmm.
anaphylactic shock. Samia, if you're watching the video, do let me know if it is. Or maybe just a seizure, because there are cases in seizures where you hallucinate and you see stuff. I'm not a doctor or anything, but yeah, I have studied biology for a long amount of time, uh, as a personal interest and also as a subject. So yeah, I think this is a
Okay.
seizure which also had hallucination as a part of it. So I think he did
Yeah.
hallucinate,
Makes sense.
and he was going through seizure because a part where he
Stressed.
told his hand froze, and then he felt a sudden jerk in his chest, and he collapsed.
Mhm.
That's like the biggest sign of like, what the fuck is that? Why the fuck do I forget it?
Anaphylactic.
Seizure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel,
Yeah. I understand.
yeah, I just feel it's a part of his brain fucking
It's
up with
just
him and
his
giving him a
brain.
seizure.
Exactly.
If this was on Reddit, probably I would have dropped a comment asking him if he had prior episodes of seizure, but clearly not. Where did you find these stories from? Instagram?
Oh yeah, I found these on Instagram. These are taken by from an account called Indian Idiot.
Indian
It's on
Idiot.
Instagram.
Okay, fine. You
Yes.
can send it to me on WhatsApp or something. I'll put it in the
Yeah,
description below.
yeah.
You guys can
Yeah.
go and check these pages out. I think the one from Reddit was
It's called Paranormal Encounters.
yeah, I'll drop their link also in the description. You guys can go support them, follow their page if you guys are interested in shit like that. Read their content out for yourself. I mean, we'll be covering it anyway, so if you guys want to hear it from here along with us, you can do that. But if you guys want to go check it out personally, I'll drop the links in the description. You guys can go check it out. And anyways, the story from Surat. My dad had a similar experience, not same I would say, but similar. And this was back when I was 5 years old, I guess, around the age
Okay.
of between the age of 3 to 5. I don't remember the fucking exact ages. Fucking life sucks. I'm bad with
okay,
numbers. So at that point of time, okay, let me tell you guys that I have a farmhouse in Bhubaneswar. I mean, in Orissa, which is like 15 kilometers. No, not 15. 50 to 60 kilometers away. I guess 50 to 60, if I'm not wrong. 50 to 60 kilometers away from the house where we stayed at that point of time. And my dad would frequently visit the farmhouse like at least once or twice a week, because there would be a lot of work to be done over there. So at this point of time, it's late in the night. He's going and he has the caretaker of the land with him, the person who does the farming over there when dad is away, and also the person who takes care of all the things over there. So
Yeah.
they are going, and they left somewhere around 8:39 in the evening. So by the time they reached near the farmhouse area, it was around 12 or 1, I guess, in the night.
Okay.
See, I don't remember the timings too.
Yeah, it's all good.
So they reached this stretch, and this stretch of road is like literally another 3 or 4 kilometers away from the farmhouse itself. They reach this stretch of road, and then this guy goes like, "Oh, no, just stop the scooter right here. We are too late right now. We are not heading anywhere from here. I thought we'll stay back at my friend's place, and I'm not going to the village right now. I will go to my friend's place. You can come with me. You can stay there, and we can head back home the first thing in the morning tomorrow.
Okay.
My dad, being a macho dude, he goes like, nah, that ain't happening, boy. We are going. And this patch of road is a little broken, and it's a little rough. And then the rumor, what this guy, at this point, my dad is a little confused. He's like, why is this guy talking shit like this? And then he just straight up asks him, he's like, why would you do that? Why can't we go back home and chill at my place, or you go back to your home and I go back to my home and mind our own business? So this guy goes like, no, there's actually a curse on this road. That if you pass by in the night, this road is haunted, and you will see a lady wearing a sari. Sari is basically a Indian dress that ladies wear. Yeah, it's a traditional dress that ladies wear. And he says there's a lady in a blue sari. If you see her, she will follow you. She will get onto your vehicle, and once she's on your vehicle, you will just end up disappearing. And he said, yeah, I know, right? I fucking know, right? And he said there has been cases in the past that people have disappeared and they were never to be seen again. God knows where they went. I have no idea. I'm no one to say anything in the case. Could be real, could be fake. You guys are the judges to it.
Judge.
Yeah, let me know about what you think in this comment section down below about all these stories, if you feel it's real or fake. So anyways, all this happens, and apparently this lady does not stand on the road. She hangs down from the tree with the rope around her neck, a noose around her neck.
Wow.
So that already is creepy enough. But anyways, my dad, being the macho cool dude, like, nah, that ain't happening. If you are so scared, I will drop you here. You can walk to your friend's place, and I'm going back home.
Okay.
So at this point of time, the dude goes frantic. He's like, no, this, that, blah, blah. I'm going to come. Fine, I'm just going to come with you. But you're not doing the right thing. We both are going to die. And they continue riding.
Okay.
At this point, the scooter stops. The engine is still running, though. The engine is still... The engine is still running. But the scooter stops. At this point of time,
I'm guessing the caretaker is saying his goodbyes
oh
already.
yeah, my god, his soul has just left his body. He's pale now. He's just frantically mumbling things, sometimes shouting things, sometimes yelling, sometimes mumbling, and my dad is just minding his own business. So what happens is the scooter stops all of a sudden, and then it feels like somebody's tugging on it. So my dad tries pushing it back a little bit. At this point of time, it feels like somebody's pushing it hard. It feels like somebody's trying to push it out of something. She's a little confused about what's happening. And after that, what happens is the scooter ends up turning off. He's still feeling the push, though. He's still feeling the push from the hind side of the scooter. And he tried switching the scooter on. He did see behind, there's no one. The road isn't that dark. Come on, there's moonlight. You can see in the darkness. He can see clearly, there's no one there. And he tries switching the scooter on. At this point, the scooter has turned off. It doesn't turn on, so... He's just like, fine, I'll leave the scooter here for the night. I'll come fetch it in the morning. And the dude has lost it even more. Listen to that. Given the fact that he's got to walk back home from that point. So, after a lot of arguments with him and words being flung at each other, although he cannot actually literally fling words at my dad since he's working under him, I'm pretty sure he would have flung words at my dad in his head. My dad
Yeah,
was like, fine,
obviously.
I'll just leave you here and walk home if you don't come with me.
Mm-hmm.
If you come with me, you can come stay with me, or I will drop you to your house, or
Mm-hmm.
just stay here, guard my scooter. I don't give two fucks.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow the dude gets convinced to walk back home with dad, and they go into the farmhouse, stay there for the night, come back in the morning. That is when they
Okay.
realize there's no fucking ghost.
Mm-hmm.
The road was broken. It was a fucking puddle.
Oh, wow. What? What? What the heck?
It was a fucking puddle.
And yeah, sure. Way to go. Lady hanging from a tree.
My fucking god. People disappearing. Now I know where they are disappearing. They are skidding on that, disappearing to the ditch right next to the road.
Oh my god.
Uh,
And what was the character's reaction?
oh, he was still
He
hell
was
bent
there.
upon. He was still hell bent upon it being the ghost. I mean, you cannot change
Yeah.
someone's mind if they're that scared already. So
True.
you might as well just leave it.
I mean, if they've been brought up by it, it's not really easy to
Yeah.
change it. Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, that was experience. If you guys have faced any crazy experiences like this that you cannot explain, may it be paranormal or crime related or creep related or funny experience, embarrassing, anything.
Anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just drop it in the comment section if you want us to share it. If you want to be anonymous, if you wish to be anonymous, you can share it to us on Instagram. And do not worry, we will respect your privacy and will not leak it out to the public. And yeah, I guess that's it for today's episode. Is there anything else, Sharon?
I don't think so. It's been spooked enough already.
All right. I mean, this story still kind of spooked me because it is kind of scary when
It is.
someone is standing and then they are just gone.
It is. It is.
So yeah, I think that's it for this episode, guys. If you guys did enjoy the episode, make sure to drop a like, do the typical things of YouTube, drop a comment, let me know what you guys think about all these, and share your experiences down in the comment section. Share the video with your friends and subscribe if you haven't yet. It does help out quite a lot. And turn on all notifications to stay notified for whenever I upload new videos. And until next time, may the demons stay with you, guide you, protect you, and keep you safe. So until next time, stay safe. Love you all. Stay awesome, man. And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.